Hey, what's up guys? Obviously it's Captain Obvious, and welcome to my map analysis of the map Tehran Highway in Battlefield 3. This map is one of the only, if not only, nighttime maps in Battlefield 3, and it is definitely one of my favorites. It is a 4-base rush map, and the first base starts out here. It's an outpost, I guess you could say, or a base, in the middle of a field overlooking the city of Tehran in Iran. Now, this beginning of this match started out really epically, so I'm going to stop talking right now, let you listen in on everything that's going on.
Ready to go.
Now, that wasn't unique to this match. It happened in almost every single game I've ever played on Tehran Highway. We have like people, support guys out in the field, dropping mortars on the base. We have three tanks in the base, shooting at all the buildings. We have rocket launchers going everywhere. It's a really fun time in this first base because there's so many vehicles, so many areas for people to set up on, mortars to be shot, and everything. It's just a fun time on this map. So the first part of this map, we have a MCOM station over in that communications center I was just at, right outside. And another one on the other side of the road in another building. The one in the communication center is probably the easiest one to get because it's surrounded by trucks and stuff like that. The other one, the other building, is pretty hard to get because the defenders are usually always in that building defending it. You know, shooting rockets at your vehicles and stuff. So I recommend going for that one in the building first, and then going for this one at the communication center. The beginning of the map plays fairly well. I mean, you'll always have your vehicles situated in the bases, defending, shooting off rounds into the enemy tanks and stuff. But the infantry usually stays put. There's usually not that many people running around, except if they're going back to the defensible positions. You can usually expect the same people to go in the same places. You'll always have people in the communication center. You'll always have people in that 2-story building across the street from the communication center. You'll have people in the sheds, in the, I think it's a gas station where some trucks are, and stuff like that. You always have people in those areas. The one part that makes the beginning of this map hard is it's at nighttime. And there is not as much light in this area as there is in the rest of the map. So you'll have to be out on the lookout for, people hiding shadows and corridors and stuff like that. But it's not that hard. There are a lot of enemies running around everywhere, but always be on your lookout for the people in the shadows. After this, the map goes downhill to another base, just a little ways down the hill. And this one's very easy to get. I think my team took it in this match in like 2 minutes. There's an MCOM station in a garage, and then another one outside of a 2-story building. The garage one's easy to get. The one in the 2-story building is just as easy. It's just across like an open courtyard area where tanks spawn and stuff like that. You gotta be out and looking for that. This one's pretty easy because since you're up, you have a flat area to look down upon them from, and then there's a road going around. You get your tanks in there, so that you can have the people up on the hill supporting the tanks going in, spotting guys out, and stuff like that. But I wouldn't recommend having snipers because they're not really that useful on this map because it's nighttime and it's just hard to snipe people from that angle up there. You usually want to have a clear line of sight. Then after that, it goes down on yet another hill. And then it gets into the area where the map is in Conquest. And this is way more urban, a lot less open. We have the main highway running straight through the middle of the map for the rest of the time. On one side, up an elevated area, we have multiple buildings overlooking the highway and into the area where the MCOMs are. And the MCOMs are heavily defended by the defenders because they have bridges preventing the attackers from getting across the highway. They have turrets and stuff like that. The highway is an awful place to be. Don't go in there unless you have a vehicle. So you want to have people up on those buildings across from the MCOM stations with like bipoded turrets, machine guns, not turrets, rocket launchers, killing the enemy tanks and stuff like that. So the key to the map is keeping the enemy team from killing your advancing players, so you can get more of a control of the map, so you can easily take down the the remaining MCOM stations in that area. Then after that, you go to a very, very tight area. You'll have another enemy tank spawn. You'll have a tank of your own. Now these MCOM stations are very close together in this last area. And the last area is hell to go through. There's enemies everywhere. There's spawns are so close together, so you'll never be without an assault of enemies in the last area. That's pretty much it about, you know, analyzing the rush objectives and strategy about that. So I'm going to talk about the map a little bit. Tehran Highway is, like I said, one of my favorite maps. It's at nighttime, so it increases the epicness even more. I like the mix of the vehicle and the urban combat. It really exemplifies the battlefield feel. And, you know, I know there's many maps like that, but I feel like this one does it the best. Because it goes from open to a little more, you know, urban, while remaining that open feel with that highway running right through the middle. You know, that no man's land and the area that only vehicles should go into. But overall, the map, in my opinion, is amazing. It's very well designed. I don't feel like it's anyway designed in a team's favor. I feel like the defenders have it easy, or the attackers have it easy. There's an even number of vehicles in each team. You have an even number of defensible positions versus attacking overlooks and stuff like that. Snipers aren't much of a problem on this map because of its flat nature and the fact that the attackers usually start higher, so the snipers don't want to shoot people higher up. What else? The mix of the urban versus open combat is going to mean you're going to be switching your kits a lot. I like going from assault to support towards the end because you'll have more long range, trying to shoot across that highway and hit the enemy positions. You always want to, you know, have enough ammo to, you know, lay down suppressing fire to get your guys into those tight areas so that you have a much easier job. Stupid phone. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Map Analysis. Go play Tehran Highway. It's a great map. I highly recommend playing it. Go check me out on Twitter, updates, about my videos on Respawn app. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. And now for 2 videos you may have missed. The one on the left is my Modern Warfare 3 or Bust video. It's a video where I discuss why I'm buying Modern Warfare 3 and my plans for it. I think it's one of my best commentaries I've ever done. And the one on the right is yesterday's Tech Time for November 3rd, 2011. Go check out both those videos. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.